Girl, we got some things to talk about. This is me being funny. You laugh.
I did.
Welcome back to Certified Smooth Brain. I'm Noah.
And I'm Joy. What comes next? Ma. That's from High School Musical.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, Pagan, you're...
The gay boy?
Ryan.
Ryan?
Ryan,
Boy.
yeah.
We appreciate if you made it back this far.
Can I pull you for a chat?
Can I pull you for a chat?
Yes.
Let's go for a chat. So to kick this off, though, we're going to get right into Let's Get Smooth. What we overthought the week prior, but since we're talking about Love Island, so I had a couple things that I was overthinking as I was watching the season, and I'm not really a huge
I'm excited to hear.
Love Island fan, so I really want to know your thoughts on this one. So when we saw some of the Islanders leaving, Sean, Sol, and B, so they were all leaving with one suitcase.
Uh-huh.
How did they leave with one suitcase? Because when I was watching throughout the season, it didn't seem like anyone really repacked or repurposed their outfits or used the same ones. I was just like, how do you fit all that in one suitcase?
Girl.
But I think maybe production is obviously supplying them with stuff, but tell me your thoughts.
I actually know the real answer.
What's real answer?
One, for all of the challenges that they have, they get like costumes and outfits provided, so they all match. So did you watch the challenge that had them having to eat the hot dog on a string?
Yes, that was gross.
They were all like wearing like matching jerseys and stuff, you remember? Mm-hmm. And so production does provide some outfits, but they also share clothes. Like if you pay attention to, especially the girls, they all share like the same bikinis, which
I don't know if that's hygienic. Is that hygienic?
I mean, it's probably normal.
They probably clean it, I hope.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know if they do their own laundry there. Who cares if they do their own laundry? I'm just saying, like, I would really only share a bikini with like my sister, I think. And after it's been thoroughly washed.
So you wouldn't share a bikini with me?
After you wash it.
If I wore a bikini.
I know.
What if I wore a Speedo?
Definitely not.
But the other thought is, you know how, so you and I have gone on many vacations, right?
Yes.
So it's always a struggle. It's always a struggle to pack and fit everything into one suitcase. So, one of the things I overpack is underwear, as if I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
In your panties.
Like 8 times a day. So I had that tattoo. I was just like,
pair of underwear I have.
On Love Island, my whole suitcase, if they told me to prepare, it would just be underwear.
Underwear and socks. Literally.
Socks. I'd be scared. And then also too, because they get eliminated, or like you have to prepare to get eliminated. So I'm like, how do you pack for that?
I guess you just stay packed. Like they help each other out, pack up their suitcases once they get eliminated. Mm-hmm. Like they go say goodbye and like they help them put together their stuff.
It's very dramatic.
Speaking of last week's episode, fonts. I don't like the fonts that Love Island chose, but that's just beside the point.
Well, that's what I was overthinking. Were you overthinking anything?
You gotta let me think for a second. Oh my gosh, I was overthinking something this week. It was so sad. I was driving and then I saw a beautiful, beautiful, fuzzy, beautiful white, like brownish gray, like fluffy cat dead on the side of the road.
Is that a bad omen?
He's not a black cat.
Yeah, but it's like a dead animal. I feel like that's a bad omen.
I think any dead thing is probably not great.
That's what I think, at least when I see something that is
real,
like roadkill.
I think I still had a pretty good day regardless.
Okay.
So it was fine for it to be a bad omen from someone else.
You're not as superstitious as I am, though.
Anyways, so that wasn't the part I was overthinking. I was having a really good time, too. I was coming back from Publix. I was listening to Cupcake, and I saw this dead cat on the road. And then I wonder if he passed away immediately or if he suffered. Why would I think it made me really sad? I'm going to believe it was quickly, but then I was just like, oh my God, what if he suffered?
No.
And then I thought about how much I love my cats.
I know. I love them all.
I know.
They're not even mine, but
I know.
They love me like I'm their gay uncle.
But then I was thinking, man, I do not like to think about sad things. That sucks. How are you okay with living, even though sad things happen? That's what I was overthinking. That was my thought of the week. I was watching a documentary with Davis on YouTube about Dr. Oz and about how Dr. Oz is like some part of Senate now. I don't know. Do you know who Dr. Oz is?
I do not.
I would have loved that show. My mom loved Dr. Oz. Well, maybe she didn't love it, but I definitely remember watching Dr. Oz as a kid. He's a doctor. He's a heart surgeon, but he always marketed like, this is the miracle pill to burn your fat fast.
So cool.
It was just a lot of false advertising. So not a cult.
It sounds like why.
No, just a lot of misrepresentation of products and things like that. Anyways, it somehow has bled now into the real world and politics, right? Beside the point, I was just like, dang, how are we okay with people lying to other people like that, saying that this is a miracle thing that's going to fix all your problems? I'm just like, that's why I don't like to think.
Yeah.
Is because I'm not okay knowing that, and there's nothing I can do to fix it. I don't want to know. Sorry to depress the mood.
No, we could turn that around though. So I'm happy that I got to watch Love Island. This is honestly the first season that I've made it to even Casa Amor.
So did you actually?
I've never really watched Love Island before.
No, he hasn't watched really any season at all, despite my persuasion, especially to watch. Last season was okay, but Huda was crazy, and she kind of ruined it. And okay, well, I'll talk about that too. Huda was insane. Now she released music, so if you haven't seen it, please go look up her music video. It's crazy. But the season before was like iconic. Season 6, I think. That's when I really started getting into it. But this is
that Rob's season?
Yes.
Beautiful man.
Rob. What's his last name?
Robbie Bobby.
What's his legal last name?
I have no idea.
No.
He's just Robbie Bobby. I saw a TikTok one time where it was some man that was pretending to be a snake on this the street of New York. He was just like pretending to be a snake so Rob catches me. I was like, period.
I know.
I do want to know though, since I'm not a diehard fan,
Mm-hmm.
but if Ariana,
Maddox?
if she DM'd you, would you go?
No.
You wouldn't?
What about you? You answer.
I want to say no, but I feel like it would be fun. But I see the challenges of what people go through mentally and then being on TV.
It's like it's like a vacuum.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And then also, because I like to sleep alone, and everyone in there is paired up with somebody for the most part, unless you're a bombshell, because the bombshells come in on
I know, and then they sleep on like that couch bed.
Or then if you're like upset with your couple.
Yeah, you can sleep with soul ties.
You know, I'm a germaphobe. I mentioned that on last episode. I don't know how I'd feel with like making out with everyone. I know they get tested and all. But
yeah,
like,
but what if?
But like, what? It's just like a big orgy.
It's gross. It's gross.
And this is no hate to Love Island. I've honestly been enjoying watching.
We watched.
Yeah, we watched. So I don't think I would accept her invitation. What would you?
I don't know. I would say it seems really, really fun. I would only want to go because it's like summer camp, where you make like a bunch of like girlfriends and like you make a lot of friends. I wouldn't go first. I'm married. So
well, let's erase that from the equation.
Okay, sorry, Davis. But even so, I don't think I would go. I don't want my parents seeing me kiss people. I don't want people seeing.
You don't have to tell them.
It's on national TV. They would somehow get back to them.
But I don't see your parents watching Love Island or finding that.
No, I feel like if they knew one of us was on TV, just like this podcast.
And you have a twin, you could just blame it on.
It was Grace. It was Grace. Gross. All her. No, I wouldn't want anybody that I know seeing me flirt openly with people. That's just awkward. I'm an extrovert, but I am not. I do not do PDA well.
No.
At all. I think it's disgusting.
But if we did go, what would be your intro song?
That's a good question. What would yours be?
See You Again. I got my sights set on you.
I got this crazy feeling.
I never say.
That's a good choice.
It is. And it's like on par with the theme. So
I love that. And it has like a little hint of revenge in it.
Yeah.
Good choice. I think.
I can't wait to see. I just kept looking down.
We're gonna have to listen to that.
Just to say the name.
Ask me what I'm thinking about.
I don't know if you could top my song.
In your world, no, but in my world, I think it tops it. I would. God, there's so many good songs out there. There's two choices. It would either be TGIF by Glorilla. If I had to choose a final song, it would be Thunderstruck by AC/DC.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm surprised.
AC/DC. It's because it's the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders walk out to that song before.
And that gets you pumped?
Yeah, girl.
They're beautiful.
I know.
Yeah.
Imagine. With my
Thunder.
Yes. Thunderstruck.
Okay.
AC/DC.
That's good.
It's a great song.
I bet the Smoothies will be maybe a little surprised to hear that. I don't know.
I have some depth, y'all. A little.
We do.
Not much.
So the last question I have for if we were to join, even though we wouldn't, would you be casted as a bombshell or an OG? Islander.
OG, bitch.
OG? Why? I thought you'd be a bombshell. But bombshells are kind of boring. Just sees up into Casa Amor.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't understand.
Not a bombshell. Well, first, because bombshells, you have to be messy. And I don't think I could handle that level of stress. Coming in and then you have to be really hot. And like, if you're not hot, then like, why are you even a bombshell? I don't want to be under that level of, I don't want people to perceive me
Well,
like
do you
that.
think the bombshells of the season that came in, let's say pre-Casa Amor, were they actually hot?
Kata was a bombshell.
I forgot she was
Kata,
early though.
I know, Kata and
She's
Gabrielle.
OG.
Yeah, honestly, she's OG. I agree.
Yeah.
Jen and Soul were hot.
Yes. Jen.
I thought Jen was pretty.
The turnoff was the Taylor Swift comment.
I thought she said she liked Taylor Swift.
Yes.
But you love Taylor Swift.
I love Taylor Swift, but
I thought the same thing.
it just gave me the ick. I think it was more production.
Maybe.
Because there was a couple Taylor Swift remarks in there. Maybe they're trying to like attract that audience. But I just didn't like if you hate on me for listening to Taylor Swift, that's a red flag. I was like, that's your first red flag?
I know, girl. What about cheating? What about lying?
Yes.
That's serious?
So that kind of gave me the off put about Jen.
That surprises me, honestly, because I was watching and because you love Taylor Swift so much, but you're not cringe about it. Like what your thoughts would be when that was one of the first things that she said was that she loves Taylor Swift. Because to me, I would just like, I don't care that you like Taylor Swift, and none of these men care either.
And nor should you care what they think.
I was like, it's not like you're going to end up with these people.
That's your first red flag.
I know.
I mean, maybe it's because they didn't give her screen time either.
She didn't get a lot of screen time. She was like barely.
I didn't see much character development.
She gets a little bit more
after Casa.
Outspoken. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Jen was pretty though. You can't say that she wasn't pretty.
Out of all the bombshells, she was probably like lower on there for me. Sorry, Jen. And Gabriel was kind of
Gabriel, well, he was supposed to be part of the OG cast.
He's not my type either. I love Kata.
I know.
Beautiful.
I love Kata too. Well, I have words.
So, final answer, no to bombshell, OG Islander.
I forgot that was the question. What would you say?
I would be a bombshell.
Love. Okay.
Why? Why would you think I'd want to be a bombshell? I like to stir the pot.
You really do.
The sauce going to burn if you don't stir it. Just saying. Just saying. Not that I'm a chaotic person, but I feel like you got to get some spice. And I feel like you could do that. And I think the fans of Love Island would agree they needed some spice in the beginning of the season.
They did, because everybody was super coupled up. Everybody was
closed off.
Yeah, already. Speaking of closed
I would have been like, hey.
I'm here.
Oh.
Schlong slinging.
So I would be a bombshell.
Okay, I like that. I see that for you. I would be an OG because the OGs last the longest. Mm-hmm. And if I'm there, it's because I want to win.
I feel...
I want that money.
Yeah, because the bombshells are the outsiders, but I feel me as a person, I could easily
your way in.
Yes,
there.
I would.
100%.
I'd be like, hey.
And you would definitely stir things up. You would end up being like a permanent member, I think. Unlike Caleb, unlike all the other
I would get Anaya on my side.
I want to talk about a little bit about movie night. Okay, so right now, where are you in the show? I am personally caught up.
I'm not caught up. So for context, I got to...
Our favorite word for this podcast.
Context?
For context.
For context. I got to episode 12, and then I started watching the recaps on YouTube.
Good.
And caught up. Then I watched Casa Amor because I knew that was an important episode. So I watched 17 and 18. And then in preparation for this, I made sure to watch movie night as well.
Okay.
I got mostly through episode 26, but I watched all of 25. So I am not fully caught up, but I have a good understanding and been on the Reddit page and have read lots of theories.
I love Reddit. I like to scroll on Reddit to read about Desperate Housewives and then Love Island.
Yes.
And Victorious, of course. Victorious subreddit. Okay, so now that you watched movie night and I know you've kind of watched it in segments. What was the most surprising part?
I would say, I mean, I wasn't surprised about it, but it was really Melanie's and Sincere's plays.
I know.
Just the back and forth. I felt like production was really like trying to put them on stage and blow it up. Or 5 minutes before that happened, she asked Sincere and was just like, is there anything you need to tell me? He was like,
he said no.
I was just like, that was his time. Like, how do you not remember? Because this is filmed, I feel, each day.
I know.
So, but it's hard to know what they caught and what they didn't. But I would just assume everything is recorded. So it was very sad. I didn't like that. And then also the thing with Anaya as well and Casey.
Yeah.
He looked bad.
Do you think he looked better or worse than Sincere?
I think worse.
Really? A
Yeah.
lot of people are saying Sincere's worse. Why?
Because he was very disrespectful.
The things he said were much meaner.
He was being nasty. I understand why Anaya was just like, I'll do one better. I'll show you up. Like, be the petty queen, because he was treating her like dog shit.
But she wasn't even being that petty, honestly.
No, she was still being classy.
Yes, I
Yeah.
respected that about her. I think.
But I saw like some of those traits come out where I could see it getting to her, and I was just like, I can relate to that.
She was simmering.
Yeah, you could see it all over her face. She was just thinking, like, you know, that
I know.
meme with the calculation?
math.
Yeah, that was Anaya.
And Kata, whenever Kata.
Yeah, when she.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So, but what was yours?
Most surprising part. So I agree. I think Casey showed up worse than Sincere because of grandma. I don't have to beg for a kiss in the middle of the night. I'm just like, that is so disrespectful. And it's not like guys don't talk like that. Obviously they do, but are you stupid? Why would you say that when you're being recorded? But I think it was so surprising because honestly, and I talked to my sister about this, Grace, and she agrees. I had forgotten, or I had not understood all of the lies that Sincere was telling, especially him telling Melanie on a specific day, like, you're all I want. And him agreeing not to kiss Soul again and not to keep pursuing her. And then that same exact day, him going up to Soul and saying, I want you. Like, I want to continue this connection. Like, I didn't even clock that when it was happening in the show. So I think having the recap of how much he lied and people pleased to Melanie and to Soul, and then of course to Amora too, that surprised me. I was just like, oh wow, no wonder Melanie's been so upset. Like, he's for real playing with her. But, and this is not to his defense at all, but I really don't think he understood what he was doing. Like, I just don't think he even thought about it. He just he didn't think twice. He just needs to think before he does things.
Mhm.
I think he has learned that lesson though, hopefully, because they're still together. I don't know if you knew that because
No,
I'm fully caught up.
I'm not.
They're in the final four.
Did you see all the memes on social media where it's like, Melanie will give you this if you leave this man?
No.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of memes. The most memorable one was, I think it was JetBlue, and they're like, we'll give you a free flight if you leave this man. And put her picture on there. I was just like, social media team working overtime.
Yes, that should be us. What can we offer her? A spot on our podcast.
Yeah.
If you leave this,
Melanie.
and she's beautiful. I think
Yes.
she is the prettiest in
Mr.
the villa.
Mosby.
Mr. Mosby. But I want to know your thoughts on Kata and Zach. First and foremost, based on what you've seen, do you like them together?
I did up until movie night.
Okay.
So, and I don't know.
Did you see?
I don't know what happens after movie night. I didn't get too far into it, but I know she was upset. And then the way he was defending some of their behaviors.
So did you see after Kata and Zach, did you see them go into the hideaway?
When they got the little,
like, surprise private room?
Yes.
Do you remember earlier that day?
I watched the recap though.
That's fine.
Okay.
I think Bachelor Fan Take, shout out. Sometime during that day before they went into the hideaway, and for those that don't know, hideaway is just like a private room where you have hot tub, prosecco, champagne. I mean, it sounds great. I would just like to be in there alone, honestly. Or just with the girls. Come on.
Yeah.
But earlier that day, Zach had said that, like, he was really into Kata, but then he was just like, so would you kill me if I explored a bombshell? And she was just like, that's a weird question after you just said that you really liked me, but whatever.
Are they supposed to be exclusive at that point?
No, they weren't exclusive yet. But she was just like, okay, if you're open to doing that, I'm open to whatever. Like, she was a little bit defensive about it, which I don't blame her. But then after they had done the deed in the hideaway, as they were getting out of the bed, he said, so would you kill me if I explored a bombshell? After they just did it. I'm just like, ooh, I would have hit him. And they're still together now. They're in the final four also. Do you like them together as a couple?
I did up until that point, but I could see they're getting more time together and the flaws are being bubbled up. And I initially liked Zach, but it's a question mark right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm seeing some of his behavior where I'm like,
I don't know if I would stand for that.
No.
And the thing is, he did go into Casa Amor with all the guys, was super excited. He did find a connection with Alana. Do you know what happened with Alana?
Mm-mm.
Alana got kicked out of Casa day 2 because of her being racist. First of all, just don't be racist. How hard is that?
What the
Why
hell?
is that the first thing that you do? Are you stupid?
And how is production
Disrespectful. How did they? Well, it's because they
not
didn't.
vetting that?
I think they try and vet it as good as possible or as well as they can. but then it's people coming out of the woodwork. Zach had told Kata, like, I chose to come back single so I could pair up with you. Like, I chose to come back single. You didn't choose to come back single. You didn't have an option because your connection in Casa Amor was kicked out of Casa. There was no option. There was nothing. So then that's what Kata was upset about and putting together during movie night. And then Kata clocked Zach, was just like, you said that you chose me. And I really like what Melanie said, or Trinity said, being chosen is not the prize.
Right.
Being respected is. Queen.
I love Trinity.
I know. She's my
girl.
favorite.
I knew I like her when she said she was doing the dirty in the back of her mom's car.
That's disgusting.
She started the story with the sun was setting.
Sun was setting.
Like, what does that have to do, Trinity? She was painting the scene. I love her.
I knew I liked her the minute she said, I don't know nothing about plumbing or construction. Yeah, I love that. But so question mark, Kata and Zach.
Yeah.
I'm not team them. I am. Who is your favorite couple right now, do you think? Out of I
think as toxic as they are, Sincere and Melanie.
What?
Right. Well, because Kata and Zach are kind of going through their pickle from what I can see. Who are the other couples that are in this?
Kata and Zach, Trinity and Bryce.
Oh, I do like Trinity and Bryce. Let me take that back. I take that back.
Yeah, right.
But I feel for them. I know there's something good there with Melanie and Sincere, even though he's a piece of shit.
I mean, they did make the final four, but she's just
Bryce. I do like Bryce and Trinity because
I like Bryce.
I like that they have their little gossip moments, and they're they're funny. They're open with their dialogue, and
they just like genuinely get along.
And like I could see them, actually having a relationship outside of the building. So I take it back.
No, don't take it back.
Damn.
Stand on it.
No.
You said Melanie and Sincere.
It's hard because I haven't finished it and I haven't seen everything.
That's true. I do have a little bit more information.
In the beginning, I didn't have as much of that. So last night I just saw movie night, so I'm still digesting it.
Yeah, I was going to say, even after movie night, you say Melanie and Sincere after what he did?
That is one of our questions.
Uh-huh.
So, I mean, since we're talking about Bryce and Trinity, this is funny.
Yes.
Would you go for your friend's connection if you thought it was your perfect match? That is crazy.
No. What? No, hold on.
I wouldn't, just for the sake of the embarrassment and rejection. And then also, you don't do your friend dirty like that. He did go up and ask him, which was interesting, but I don't know if I would necessarily do that or be that bold and think like, ooh, there is something there that I could maybe grasp to.
So we're talking about Bryce asking Zach, like, hey, can I pull Kata for a chat? Even after Kata and Zach, I think they had already gone to the hideaway too. Like they were pretty like tight knit. And you also have to remember that in the beginning, do you remember when Bryce, Zach, and Kata all went to Paradise Cove and they slept in the one big bed together? Do you remember when?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the door game, Kata pulled both of them. Even in that...
made it clear, I thought.
She made it clear because Bryce scooted over and said, let me get some of this. And then Kata said, no. Literally rejected him. The look on his face was so sad.
But he didn't take that.
No, I don't know. But my answer would be no. Freshman year of college me would disagree because she was...
You have character growth though? Yes.
And I would never do that now.
Yes.
But, oh my God, no.
And I'm proud of you for owning that and for apologizing and making it right.
Message me back, girl. I'm so sorry. I miss you.
That was high school, so
yeah,
or college, right?
High school, college,
early, which is most of these people.
That's why they're acting this way. And you see, Bryce is one of the most not really mature because he's still a guy.
Sean was, in my opinion,
the most mature. What?
Sean
was what?
He was most mature in the beginning.
Oh yeah, but that's because
he was sweet.
That's because he has a kid.
And he was 29 too.
Yeah, I was going to say that's Bryce and him. It's because they're the oldest.
Yeah, I was sad to see him go.
Really?
Yeah. Because I wanted more. It makes me feel old because I'm just like, oh, they're 21 and 22. And I feel like you
feel old and I'm still in my 20s.
Yeah. You're a different person entering your 20s than when you're exiting them, I will say. But I think the other side of the coin is much better when you leave.
100%. You learn something.
You're more beautiful.
You're richer.
You have more money. You have your shit together.
More.
I wouldn't say it's perfect, but like you're not like.
You know what you like and what you want, who you are.
You care less about what other people think of you.
100%.
Feel more comfortable in your skin.
Yeah, it is nicer. That's why they...
And they're going to figure all that out. So again, I guess I could maybe add that to my Melanie and Sincere comment. They are very young. So And it is a reality TV show.
And I think after
Not to defend him again, too,
No.
because what he did was terrible.
But I think after movie night, that's when he was just like,
Shit, I fucked up.
oh my God, am I really acting that way?
Yeah.
What was the question?
If you go for your perfect match.
Well, first of all, nobody on that show is going to be my perfect match.
Mm-mm.
Let's be real. And secondly, if I had already gotten declined by that other person, I would never try again, especially if they're in a couple with your best friend.
And I like to think that Kata thinks Bryce is a little chopped. It's very LA of him, but like the surfer hair.
I don't like it.
Some people may, but that's not my type. I'm like,
not anymore.
It's giving Blue Crush.
Blue Crush? I was going to say it's giving Justin Bieber like circa 2012.
So would you make Two Connections breakfast?
What do you think? Did you see that happen? It did happen a few times in the beginning.
I can't recall it right now in this moment, but I think if I was there to make connections, and if it was for something simple, like I think one of the times I did see someone make breakfast for Two Connections is for somebody that was new that arrived on the island. That scenario I would. But if you were actively pursuing someone and you feel good in that bond and that connection, I wouldn't be making another hoe breakfast.
Only if it was somebody new and you wanted to make sure that that person that was new and not in a couple did not feel excluded. Like I would definitely do it to be kind, but I would not do it as I'm entertaining both because
it's messy.
Sincere made both Soul and Melanie breakfast when he was like truly trying to explore both of them. You can't do that. Like you need to pick one. You don't get to have both fish, as he called them, both beautiful fish. His analogies also.
You can't eat your cake and have it too. Yeah. That was the theme of the season.
Yes.
Especially Miss Kenzie, Miss Gazelle.
Oh, she does look like a gazelle.
No, do you recall her saying she likes to be treated like a gazelle?
No.
She said it like 3 times.
What does that mean?
She wanted a man to come after her like a lion, and she's just a gazelle. That was her fantasy. And honestly, she kind of lived up to it because she was a little attention seeking.
She makes it hard.
She does. And I do like Kenzie. So
I don't. Sorry. I don't.
I liked her in the beginning, but
I liked her in the beginning too. I think it's just.
But then after movie night, it changed a little too.
Well, it's because, and I don't mean this disrespectfully, but maybe I do. She was acting like a dude. I was just like, and
she was always in a love triangle.
Always, and I'm glad everybody.
Miss Betty.
Betty.
Taylor Swift. The love triangle. Miss Betty. That's what should have played when it was showing the.
Yes, during movie night.
Yeah.
To make you edit.
But they couldn't afford it.
No.
They didn't have any Taylor Swift songs.
No.
Just the references.
I was going to say, they had like maybe one Chap Chap song, and that was it. Their budget for music was less this year because last year they had Charlie X, they had Taylor Swift, they had it all.
I did like some of the music outside of the girl boss music, but the intro for movie night where it was like, all the things she said, I was like, ooh, this makes me want to get fucked up. And that was perfect for movie night. But back to the connections breakfast thing.
Yeah.
That breakfast is not worth it to be.
What do you mean by that?
Do you see the breakfast?
Some of these people are bad.
They're bad. You know how to scramble eggs?
Oh, are you telling me that? When you're trying
I have pictures of the burnt fucking pancakes that they made. You don't know how to, it's low and slow. Gets it done.
I think it's because they're in a rush.
What rush? You have all day at the villa.
To do nothing. To sit around.
It's
the girls, I guess, the pressure.
And then their little.
Just chopped
their grapes and orange. I don't want that.
And first of all, I know they didn't wash that fruit.
So that's not the breakfast to be sharing.
Oh, I don't want
another connection. And like,
no,
I wouldn't be impressed by that. So like, why are you wasting your effort?
I was just saying, you're making me that breakfast and you want me to like you, but you're telling me you don't know how to scramble eggs. That would be my red flag. Learn. You're 20-something years old. You don't know how to scramble eggs.
We have the internet at our disposal.
Yes. Ask chat. Come on.
Ask Corbin GBT.
Mr. Robot. Corbinator.
So the last question we have for life at the villa, would you stay with someone like Sincere after what he did in Casa?
What do you think?
No.
You see how that's confusing though, because you just said that Melanie and Sincere were your favorite couple. So
because I'm still digesting the movie night, but yes, I will walk you through that. So I wouldn't, because I really did feel for Melanie when they were showing like her reactions. Yeah, I would feel how she felt, like feel like a clown.
It's sad that they always feel stupid. Like I don't think you should feel stupid.
And that was her biggest concern too. Like
I don't want to look
she doesn't look stupid. Like she didn't know what she's getting into.
She looks like she was done wrong.
Yes. And she didn't do that. She was respectful. So my thing is, it's the hope, because he's so stupid. I feel like they could work through it maybe. So I guess that's why I said, they would be my favorite couple, but they're really not. Now that I'm thinking about it more, it's definitely Bryce and Trinity.
I didn't mean to persuade you.
No, you didn't. It was more, I did have them mentally noted because I appreciated their rapport together. So,
Rapport, that's very corporate. It is a Saturday, sir.
what about you? I mean, I feel like you're going to say no.
No, of course not. But I will say, I think it's a little bit more complicated than that because we're not Melanie. And you can tell that they do.
She still wants to work through it.
I know. You can tell that she really does like him. So, of course, like out of respect for herself and putting herself first, I would hope that she would end it. She's not putting her self-respect first. Like she's putting what the heart wants. It's easy for us to say that we wouldn't continue.
Just we're on the outside.
Yeah, but we're not her. I mean, have you ever really liked somebody and they keep doing doing you dirty, but then you still want to pursue them just because you like them?
I haven't had that experience. The closest experience to that would be Jersey Shore with Sam and Ron. This generation, Sam and Ron.
I've never.
Have you?
No.
Toxic.
How
You
so?
should look. Ron and Sam, they would just cheat on each other, get back at each other at the club, and
Hey.
just he would bring girls home while he would say like we're together, and he'd be like, no, I'm broken up with her, and he would just do them dirty. Look up the note. The note, Jersey Shore, most iconic.
Okay, I will.
And that's how I thought. So it was just like I understand the Stockholm syndrome.
Yes. Yeah.
It's a lot of that with Melanie, and
Yeah.
she even said it too. She's like, there's good in him. It sucks he's just not honest with me.
Yes. Like
And
he's a good guy,
yeah.
but he just keeps messing up.
hmm
Yeah.
And you could see it all on his face on movie night too. So
I
think his apology could have been more sincere.
Girl,
Like, live up to your
100%.
name, man.
He is
He was
such
just
nothing
like,
but.
I did what I did. Can't say more than I'm sorry. Okay, dude.
Can you at least act like you're sorry?
Yeah.
Like, at least fake the voice or I'm so sorry. And him saying, why would they show past clips? And then I saw someone on social media say, what would they show, Sincere? Clips of the future? Like, they only have what you have done to show. What else would they show everybody? No.
Movie night was epic, though.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. It made me want popcorn because of Dylan. Just, I know.
I love popcorn.
Me too. Me too. So those are our thoughts on Love Island.
So poll us for a chat in the comments.
Like, subscribe, and tune in next week for episode 3.
Thank you. Thanks for listening. Mwah.